Good evening and welcome to the 2019 Academic Awards program. It is too seldom in our busy lives that we take the time to celebrate excellence and to recognise those who are successful in their academic pursuits. Tonight we call the university community's attention to those students who, in various academic areas, have made significant steps towards excellence. To welcome you to this 2019 celebration and to address us on this awards night, I am pleased to introduce the 2017-2018 Distinguished Professor, Dean of the School of Health Sciences and Professor of Nursing, Dr. Ruth Whitman Price. Dr. Price.
Thank you, everyone. Dear distinguished guests, members of the administration, academic leaders, accomplished students, family, and friends. The students here tonight are all exceptional leaders. So I will address the topic of leadership, which is forefront on my mind since I just recently returned from a pilgrimage for a 2-week experience in Italy. The journey took me through 4 Italian cities with a group of 30 pilgrims who were mission leaders or related to mission leaders to the Third Order of Franciscans. The group visited multiple sites and heard remarkable stories about leaders. Some of the leaders we studied were religious, others were secular, but all were remembered and honored for their lasting impressions that they made on people's lives. Some of the leaders we met in real time, like Pope Francis, who is still leading, while others like St. Francis, St. Clair, and Colonel Valentin Mueller have passed, but have left a legacy of peace and goodness. Over 2 million people flock to their graves every year for inspiration and understanding. The theme of my pilgrimage was Pax et Bonum, Latin for peace and good. The lives of the people we studied were humbling, and they all practiced leadership and affected change in different ways. But as the group journeyed through the 2 weeks, we identified some interwoven leadership attributes they all contained. Our journey took us through churches, friaries, public buildings, caves, cells, residencies, and medieval leper colonies. One of the most compelling stories was the story of Assisi, of Colonel Valentin Mueller. We stayed in a residence that was one of the shelters for 300 Jewish people during World War II that were hidden in Assisi. Many of you may know the story of Dr. Mueller, but being on the spot and possibly in the exact room where families were trying to save their children from gas chambers added a different dimension to my life, and it's really very difficult to describe. Colonel Valentin Mueller was a doctor and an officer in the German army during the Second World War. Dr. Mueller asked and received permission to transfer to Assisi in the late 1943. At the time, the Allied forces were attacking Italy from the south. It was reported that as a physician, he treated sick and injured locals as well as German soldiers. There were numerous local infants, children, and adults that were treated with German medicine, often by night, so he wasn't detected. During this period of time, Allied bombers were destroying towns in South Italy, and the Italian populace understood the importance of Assisi. Besides being a beautiful city, Assisi is a medieval gated town with tremendous amounts of history and religious significance. And I think we have all witnessed that today with the Notre Dame fire in Paris. So during the weeks I was gone, so during the war, Assisi could be saved if it was declared a hospital city, if wounded Germans and medical personnel were stationed there. Dr. Mueller could see the importance of saving Assisi and managed to persuade the German commanders to move all non-medical staff out of the city in order to declare it a hospital city. He even blocked one of the main gates himself to prevent soldiers from marching in. Bishop Niccolini assisted Dr. Mueller in hiding Jewish refugees in 26 monasteries, convents, and residences. The bishop was a former bricklayer and hid the papers and possessions of the Jewish families in the basement of his bishop's residence, hiding them behind a brick wall that was false. He tore it down every time a new family came and rebuilt it at night under candlelight so he would not be detected. The Jewish families also needed new identities when they arrived. A printer in Assisi forged the documents and made regular bicycle trips to Perugia, a total of 30 miles at night, so a sympathetic government worker could stamp those forged papers. The story goes that Assisi was full and it could accommodate no more Jewish refugees when a family with children arrived at the main gate. Bishop Nicolini gave them his room in the bishop residence and slept on the couch. Assisi was untouched by Allied bombers, but Dr. Mueller was ultimately jailed by the Nazi regime. He died shortly after the end of the war. The Germans arrested the printer in May of 1944, but the Allies entered Rome on June 4th, so he was never brought to trial, and thankfully, never punished. Bishop Nicolini continued to serve the city as bishop to 1973. These stories moved us deeply in Assisi and are all vivid reminders to us all that for justice to be done, courageous people who are leaders must take action and sometimes grave risks. The Pilgrim group I was part of had discussions about leadership and the experiences and the places which we had experienced. We even had daily lectures and times of silence. Our very knowledgeable Pilgrim leaders asked us to develop a consensus of leadership attributes that encompassed all the leaders we had learned about, like Dr. Mueller. So I'd like to share with you this list and the rationale of why the group picked them. The first one was respect for each individual. That was seen throughout the trip with each leader that we studied. Each person that was placed on earth was important, regardless of color, religion, or race. The second was empowerment. Many of the leaders empowered people to keep their good going after they were gone. They had a succession plan. Third was collaboration. No one can be a leader alone. It takes others to participate, to move things forward. Fourth was communication, one of the most important. Without it, misinterpretation occurs. The communication that occurred between the bishop, Dr. Mueller, and the printer was sacred and exact in order to save lives. Ethical view of the world. This just comes down to doing the right thing as a leader. Informed decision-making. Understand the variables that go into each decision before jumping to conclusions. Openness to learning from your mistakes and from others. Being compassionate, fair, and strong. This is probably one of the most difficult attributes for leaders because sometimes decisions are not easy to make. Servant leadership is the final one. Simply, leaders serve the people. People do not serve the leaders. All the students who have won awards tonight, or will win awards tonight, will be leaders in their field and leave peace and good for those that they serve. Being a leader is an honor and a privilege, and as I have witnessed, it can have lasting effects on people's lives and places. This was brought to light for me specifically in the last places I visited during my Italian trip, pilgrimage. I visited the memorial to Dr. Mueller and to the grave of the bishop, which was shaped like a Christian cross. And on the arms of the cross were small stones. Those small stones are what Jewish mourners leave on loved ones' graves after they visit to signify that they are loved, missed, and remembered. This is the start of your leadership career. I know you can all be that servant leader that takes risks and develops their own legacy. Thank you, enjoy the evening, and Pax et Bonum.
Thank you, Dr. Whitman-Price. We continue our program with the recognition of several special groups and the presentation of individual awards for academic excellence. I would like to recognize those students who are named to the President's List and whose names are printed in the program. To achieve this honor, a full-time student who attains a grade point average of 3.75 or higher shall be recognized and placed on the President's List. Further, Any part-time student who has completed at least 12 hours at Francis Marion and who has declared a major shall be placed on the President's list for part-time students at the end of any semester in which the student has completed at least 6 semester hours with a grade point average of 3.75 or higher. Would those named to the President list, either full-time or part-time, and who are in the audience tonight, please stand as a group to be recognised. We also recognise those students who are named to the Dean's list and whose names are printed in tonight's program. To achieve this honour, a full-time student who attains a grade point average of at least 3.25 but less than 3.75 shall be recognised and placed on the Dean's list. Further, any part-time student who has completed at least 12 hours at Francis Marion and who has declared a major shall be placed on the Dean's list for part-time students at the end of any semester in which the student has completed at least 6 semester hours with a grade point average of at least 3.25 and less than 3.75. With those achieving the Dean's list, either full-time or part-time, and who are in the audience tonight, please stand as a group to be recognised. A number of student organisations on the campus perform services vital to the operation of the university. Among the most essential services are those provided by the student marshals. These students are selected on the basis of their scholarship, their sense of responsibility, and their ability to represent the institution. Each is called upon throughout the year to meet the public in various ways as an official representative of Francis Marion University. Their names are listed in the program, and would the student marshals please stand as a group and be recognised. Phi Kappa Phi is the academic honour society open to all fields of study. The student members of Phi Kappa Phi are seniors and juniors who have achieved extraordinary success. Phi Kappa Phi is the most prestigious scholastic society at the university. Seniors elected to membership normally must rank in the highest 10% of the senior class. Juniors elected to membership normally must rank in the highest 5% of the junior class. Student members are listed in the program, and I ask all present student members of Phi Kappa Phi to stand now as a group to be recognised. The most prestigious institutional scholarships for academic excellence which students at this institution may receive are the Robert E. McNair Scholarship, Conjura Scholarship, Patriots Scholarship, and FMU Fellows Scholarship. These scholarships are granted as a result of a competitive screening and interview process. The McNair Scholarship is awarded to a very select group of incoming students based on the individual's record of academic excellence, willingness to participate in off-campus activities, and commitment to public service. The Conjuris, Patriot, and FMU Fellows Scholarships are awarded to outstanding incoming freshmen on the basis of their total records and their potential, including participation in co-curricular and extracurricular activities. All of these scholarships are renewable for 4 years of undergraduate instruction. In addition to these institutional awards, the state of South Carolina sponsors the Palmetto Fellows Scholarships, which are awarded by the Commission on Higher Education and the individual institution on a statewide competitive basis. the names of the recipients of the McNair, Conjuris, Patriot, FMU Fellows, and Palmetto Fellows scholarships currently attending FMU are provided in the program. I now have the honour of presenting these recipients as a group and ask them to rise to be recognised. We now continue with the presentation of specific awards for academic excellence. Each award is presented for individual achievement. Individual selection has been made primarily on the basis of demonstrating the highest promise in the discipline in which the award is granted. Each presenter will call upon recipients to come to the stage to receive their awards. The first award of the evening is the PD Electric Scholars Award. This awardee is selected from a group of students receiving scholarships from PD Electric Cooperative. To present this award, I would like to call upon Mr. Mike Fuller, President and CEO of PD Electric Cooperative. Mr. Fuller.
Could I please have Macy Shelley come forward? PD Electric has provided scholarships for qualifying students for nearly 25 years. We are pleased to announce that PD Electric Cooperative Scholars Award recipient for 2019 is Macy Shelley. Macy is an early childhood education major. She is also a teaching fellow and will graduate in the spring of 2022. Congratulations, Macy.
And now, to present the President's Undergraduate Research Award, I call upon the President of Francis Marion University, Dr. Luther F. Carter. Dr. Carter.
Before I present this award, let me just say one thing this evening. When you go out to your cars this evening, don't throw this in the trunk, okay? 20 years from now, those of you who are getting awards this evening will show this to your sons and daughters going off to college and use it as a reminder as to why they ought to work hard and get good grades. 40 years from now, you'll show this to your grandsons and granddaughters when they go off to college and remind them as to why they should get good grades. We printed this on heavy paper because you'll get a lot of use out of this over the course of your life. Use it extensively. My job this evening is to come here and recognize the winner of the President's Undergraduate Research Award. And the winner of this year's award is Ashley Krause. Ashley, would you please come forward? The recipient of this award is selected from students who have had their research projects evaluated and accepted for presentation by an external professional body. The type of research considered in this campus-wide competition ranges from the natural, social sciences, mathematics, to literature and the arts. I want to thank all the students who participated this year, and I want to thank all the faculty judges who devoted their time to this extensive competition. Ashley is a junior psychology major. She's a member of FMU's Honor Society, and her research work entitled Sense of Place Dimensions in Relation to Personality in the Rural Experience was accepted for presentation at the Carolina Psychology Conference. This work grew from her honors thesis, the basis of which came from her own personal experiences and from questions that she developed during a cultural geography course. Her research advisor on this project was Dr. Teresa Herzog. Ashley, congratulations on this very prestigious award. The certificate and the check. Well done.
I will now present the Honours Awards. This is normally presented by Dr. John Tuttle, Director of the Honours Program. However, he was unable to be here tonight. Will Gabriel Hudson please come to the stage? Gabriel Hudson is the recipient of the Dwayne P. Myers Award, given to the graduating Honours Senior with the highest grade point average, and the Honours Student Advisory Council Award. This award is chosen by vote of the Honours student body. It is most rare that these two awards go to the same person in the same year. Gabriel has been President of the Honours Student Advisory Council for 2 years, and before that was the Vice President for a year. He is also the Vice President of the Student Government Association, the Vice President of the FMU Biology Club, a resident assistant, an FMU diplomat, and FMU's reigning homecoming king. Gabriel, congratulations for these 2 awards. Now I ask that Dr. Shana Wrighton, Associate Professor of Biology and President of Phi Kappa Phi, come forward to present the Phi Kappa Phi Award. Dr. Wrighton.
This year's recipient for the Phi Kappa Phi Award is Emma Driggers. Phi Kappa Phi is a prestigious honor society. Students are invited to join Phi Kappa Phi if they are in the top 10% of their senior class or the top 7.5% of their junior class. Each year, Phi Kappa Phi faculty members pick a student award recipient based on GPA and university involvement. This year's recipient has a current GPA of 4.0. Emma is originally from Greenville and is an English-French double major, hoping to go to graduate school for museum studies following her time at Francis Marion University. Emma is currently a member of many scholarly honor societies, is a student in the university's honors program, and is a McNair Scholar. Emma is also a student marshal and FMU Patriot mentor. Emma is unable to attend the ceremony this evening as she is currently studying abroad in Dijon, France, and chose not to come back. Here to accept her well-deserved award on her behalf is her father, Mr. Richard Driggers.
The Scholastic Achievement Award honours those 2018-2019 graduates who through fall 2018 in all courses taken, regardless of field, have attained the highest grade point average. This year I am pleased and honoured to present the 2018-2019 Scholastic Achievement Award to Presley A. Hux and Courtney M. Smith. Can you both please come to the stage? Presley graduated in fall 2018 and is currently living in Myrtle Beach, and she has been accepted into the Physician Assistant Program at Francis Marion and will begin in fall 2019. Courtney is a visual arts major and with a specialty in graphic design. She is hoping to pursue a career in advertising in the Charleston area after graduation. Congratulations, Courtney. We will now move to the schools and colleges. To begin the presentations, I would like to call upon Dr. Vernon Bauer, Chair of the Department of Biology, to present the Biology Department Awards. The remainder of the presentations will follow as outlined in the program. Dr. Bauer.
Good evening. I'd like to invite Kylie and Gabriel and Jack to the stage, please. So my first introduction is going to be Kylie McElroy. She's a sophomore, pre-nursing major. And as a member of the soccer team, she has actually achieved many academic honors. She's on the Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll, the Peach Belt Conference Presidential Honor Roll, and the Peach Belt Conference Academic Team. And she's currently finished off her time in the biology department. Will move on to the nursing program next semester, and her plans are to eventually earn a doctorate of nursing practice. For these reasons, I present Ms. Kylie Elizabeth McElroy the Outstanding Young Biologist Award for 2019. Next is Mr. Jack Evans. He is a senior, he's going to graduate magna cum laude in a couple of weeks. He has been involved in a number of research projects within the department. So I'll just read a few of these. He's done an internship with Dr. Todd Campbell at USDA and done independent research projects with Jennifer Lyles, Greg Pryor, Tim Shannon, and Gerald Long. He's also responsible for creating a completely digital chemical inventory for the department. And he, upon graduation, will be attending graduate school at Western Carolina, where he will earn a master's in biological sciences. His ultimate goal is to pursue a PhD in molecular biology. It's for these reasons that I present Mr. Jack Slade Evans II with the 2019 Excellence in Biological Research Award. And third, Gabriel Hudson. Again, you heard all about him a second ago. So I won't repeat any of that. In the biology department, you heard about all the stuff he's done with the biology club and has really grown that social organization. But within the context of the academics, he also has conducted several research projects with Dr. Eaton and Dr. Turner. One of those culminated this spring by winning the second place prize for an oral presentation in the Health and Physiology section of the South Carolina Academy of Science annual meeting. And upon graduation, Mr. Hudson plans to attend medical school or pursue a PhD in marine biomedicine. For these reasons, and of course those that Dr. King mentioned, I present Mr. Gabriel Clint Hudson with the Outstanding Achievement in Biology Award. Now I introduce Dr. Pete Peterson of the Chemistry Department.
Good evening. The Chemistry Department is very pleased to present 5 awards this evening. Will Cassidy Knight, Ashley Jordan, Deanna Newport, Sydney Welch, and Corbin Witt. Please come forward. Our first award goes to Cassidy Knight for outstanding work in general chemistry. Cassidy? Cassidy is unable to be here tonight. Second award, the Organic Chemistry Award, goes to Ashley Jordan. Next is the Analytical Chemistry Award for outstanding contribution and work in analytical chemistry. That goes to Deanna Newport. Our next award, the South Carolina section of the American Chemical Society Outstanding Chemistry Major Award, goes to an outstanding senior chemistry major, and our recipient for this year is Sydney Welch. And our next award, the W.H. Brazil Chemistry Major Award, goes to all-around senior chemistry major. That award, the recipient for this year is Corbin Witt. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Becky Flanagan, the chair of the English Modern Languages, Philosophy, and Religious Studies. It's a huge department. I have 7 awards to give tonight, so I would like to ask Anna Patton, Nazaree Davis, Jackie Wilcox, Morgan Calcutt, Sophia Turner, Garrett Fuller, and Leslie Gonzalez to please come up to the podium. I don't believe that Nazari is here today. The first award is the English Award. This goes to the student who has an English major, either in the teaching, licensure, or liberal arts. The graduating senior with the highest GPA and who has contributed the most to the department culture. And this year's recipient is Anna Patton. Anna is completing her student teaching in English. So congratulations, Anna. There's that. And most importantly, the check. Nazari Davis, who is not here tonight, is the winner of the McCrimmon Writing Award, and that is an award for a student who has completed the most prestigious essay in our first-year composition program, and that is chosen by a committee in the English department. The next award is the Screenplay Writing Award that goes to Jacqueline Wilcox. This is for the best screenwriting, playwriting student this year. Jackie, congratulations. There's that. And the Catherine Bowling Fiction Award goes to the student with the most prestigious fiction writing career this year, and this goes to Morgan Calcutt. Congratulations, Morgan. The Richard B. Larson Memorial Award goes to the student who's in the professional writing track within the English department, who has performed the best in all work in that program, and this year's winner is Sophia Turner. The Robert R. Parham Poetry Award goes to the student judged the most prestigious poet this year, and this year's winner is Garrett Fuller, who is actually a business major. And last but not least, the Modern Language Award goes to the student judged best in the Modern Language program, which is our French-Spanish program, and this year's winner is Leslie Gonzalez. And I believe up next is Professor Keith Best. Thank you all.
Good evening. I'll be giving out the awards in fine arts. Will Courtney Smith, Abigail Leslie, Brianna Brown, Emily Boucher, and Andrew Hart join me up here? The first award is the Peggy Love McLaughlin Art Award for an outstanding graduating senior, and that goes to Courtney Smith. The John W. Baker Memorial Scholarship goes to Abigail Leslie. The Donna H. Goodman Community Service Award goes to Brianna Brown. The Theater Arts Award goes to Emily Boucher. And lastly, the Music Industry Award goes to Andrew Hart. Thank you. Next up is Scott Kaufman from the History Department.
If Sterling Sadler will please come to the stage. As she makes her way up here, the PD Committee of the National Society of the Colonial Dames of American History Award this year goes to Sterling Sadler. Mrs. Sadler has maintained an excellent GPA during her time at FMU and is a member of the Honor Society Phi Kappa Phi and the National History Honor Society Phi Alpha Theta. And I should also mention that Mrs. Sadler also has a long history of promoting conservation of South Carolina's natural resources. She is a commissioner for the Florence Soil and Water Conservation District and is the first woman elected to serve as president of the South Carolina Association of Conservation Districts since the association was created in 1937. It is a recognition of her achievements. It is my pleasure to present this year's History Award to Sterling Sadler. And now I'll turn things over to Dr. Timothy Hansen.
Caitlin Luna, please. Every year, the Department of Mass Communication recognizes a student who has shown extraordinary engagement and accomplishment within our program. And this year, the award goes to Ms. Caitlin Luna. Caitlin is preparing for a career in broadcast journalism, and in recognition of her work in that area, our department this year presented her with a $2,500 scholarship from the South Carolina Broadcasters Association. In addition, she has served as editor of our student newspaper, Patriot. She and her staff just this month brought home 8 awards, including the top prize for excellence in college journalism in their division from the South Carolina Press Association's Collegiate Division. We are all very proud of Caitlin and have every confidence that she will succeed in her chosen field. Congratulations, Caitlin.
Good evening. I'm Tom Fitzke, Chair of Mathematics, and I would like to invite Jonathan Britt, Chase Covington, and Caitlin Lowry to come forward. These 3 students are the recipient of the 2018-19 Mathematics Award. Jonathan is scheduled to graduate in December and is our math club president. Chase will be graduating this May and enrolling in a PhD program in mathematics at USC Columbia. And Caitlin will be graduating this May in our teacher licensure option of the math degree. And she finished her degree in 3 years, which means she got through the math courses in about 2.5 years. So that's quite noteworthy. And she has accepted a teaching position at South Florence High School. Congratulations, y'all.
I am Jeanette Myers, Professor of Astronomy in the Department of Physics Engineering. I would like to ask Joshua M. Smith, Jonas P. Smith, Chase E. Covington, and Garrett C. Brown to join me on the stage. The Department of Physics and Engineering is pleased to present 4 awards this evening. Take your time. The winner of the Engineering Technology Award is Joshua Smith. Josh is a junior majoring in electronics engineering technology. Due to his family's interest in drag racing, Josh hopes to one day own a performance motor shop. After graduating in the spring of 2020, he plans to pursue a graduate degree in engineering. Congratulations, Josh. The winner of the Health Physics Award is Jonas Smith. Jonas is a senior majoring in health physics. Last summer, he completed an internship at Oak Ridge National Laboratory, in which he reviewed nuclear data for dosimetry calculations. He plans to graduate in December. Congratulations, Jonas. The winner of the Computational Physics Award is Chase Covington. Chase is a senior double majoring in computational physics and mathematics. He participated in an NSF REU program at Ohio Wesleyan University and performed research on the theoretical notions of ecological stability and their relation to temporal variability. In the fall, Chase will be starting graduate school at the University of South Carolina to pursue a PhD in applied mathematics. Congratulations, Chase. The winner of the Industrial Engineering Award is Garrett Brown. Garrett is a senior majoring in industrial engineering. In 2017, he participated in an international travel course to the European Academy in Germany. He also completed several internships, including an ongoing one with Georgia Pacific in Darlington, from which he already has a full-time employment opportunity. Congratulations, Garrett.
Would Alex Turbeville, Precious McLaughlin, and Bruce Cross please come to the stage? While they are walking up here, I want to mention that one of our majors, John Ryan, graduated in December and cannot be here tonight. He is a co-winner of our first award. The Eileen L. Curley Talent Political Science Award is given to the senior political science major whose academic achievement has distinguished him or herself among political science students. This year the award goes to Precious N. McLaughlin. And I'd like to mention that Precious is attending Wake Forest School of Law in the fall. The Neil D. Thigpen Award in South Carolina Politics and Government is given by Fred and Folly Carter and goes to the student who has demonstrated a key interest in and scholarly knowledge of South Carolina politics and government. This year, the award goes to Alexander B. Turbeville. The Dr. Jesse A. Coles Jr. Award is given in honor of Dr. Coles, a dedicated South Carolina government public servant, and is awarded to the senior or rising senior who has excelled in the classroom and has demonstrated a strong desire to pursue a career in public service. This year, the award goes to Bruce A. Coles.
I would like to ask Ronkeela Jones, Ashley Krause, and Ashley Wallace to join me on the stage. The L.A. Hoff Research Award goes to Ronkeela Jones, who is from Anderson, South Carolina. After graduation, she plans to take a year or two off before applying to a graduate program in clinical and forensic psychology. She hopes to get more experience through a private practice during that break. The winner of the Mike Jordan Psychology Award is Ashley Krause from Kansas City, Kansas. She will be applying to graduate programs in clinical psychology this fall in hopes of becoming a psychologist who works mainly in a psychiatric hospital. She would also like to conduct research and teach part-time. Ashley Wallace graduated from Francis Marion University with a degree in psychology. In May, she will complete a specialist degree in school psychology. She has recently accepted a school psychology position in Lawrence School District 55 in Lawrence, South Carolina for the 2019-2020 school year. Ashley specializes in social emotional learning, skill building, and mindfulness practices in the school.
Would Anna Zidor and Joya Felton come to the stage if you're here tonight? The Department of Sociology gives 2 awards to the top 2 students that have the best GPA overall as well as in the sociology program. And so the winner of the Linda Sumner Award is Anna Zidor. And the winner of the Sociology Award is Joya Felton. She's unable to be here tonight because her boss made her work. Thank you.
I would like to ask Christian Gibbons, William Humphreys, Matthew Harrington, Matthew Bainbridge, Curtis Mackinson, Pitamber Singh, Christian Gresh, Allison Mann to come on stage. The Academic Awards for the School of Business is presented to students who have achieved academic excellence in each of their majors. The Accounting Award is shared by Christian Gibbons and William Humphreys. Kristen? William Humphreys. The Computer Science Award goes to Matthew Harrington. The Economics Award goes to Matthew Bainbridge. The Management Award goes to Curtis R. Mackinson, Jr. The Management Information Systems Award goes to Pitambar Ryan Singh. The Marketing Award goes to Christian Gresh. And the Finance Award goes to Allison Mon.
If Courtney Conyers, Jackie Hancock, and Amy Henson would come to the stage, please. The School of Education gives 3 awards annually to a senior who is completing or has completed student teaching. These awards, these student recipients are selected by a committee not only based on their academics, but their clinical experience in the field as well as their professional dispositions. This year's award winner, the Thomas W. Seals Memorial Award in Early Childhood, is Courtney Conyers. The James E. Potterfield Elementary Education Award is Jacqueline Hancock. And this year's combined award, this is an award that can be a secondary education major, a middle level education major, or an art education major. And this year our award recipient is an art education major, Amy Henson.
I would like to invite Chandler McIntyre to the stage and Jeffrey Rogers McCutcheon. The School of Health Science is proud to present the Healthcare Administration Award to Chandler McIntyre. Chandler has completed 108 hours with an impressive 4.0 GPA. She's minoring in psychology and plans to continue her education at FMU in the MBA Healthcare Executive Management Program. She's an active member of Zeta Tau Alpha sorority and enjoys volunteering in her free time. Not with us tonight is Undergraduate Nursing Award for Bailey Connors, who graduated from the BSN pre-licensure program as summa cum laude in December of 2018. She was the Palmetto Gold Scholarship winner for the nursing program. She's working as a registered nurse at McLeod Regional Medical Center and is working nights currently, so she's not here. Gabrielle Scott is the graduate nursing winner for the MSN Nurse Educator Program in December of 2018. She worked as a part-time clinical adjunct faculty for us, teaching BSN students, and did a wonderful job. And she's currently working as a full-time nursing faculty in Orangeburg Calhoun Technical College. Jeffrey Rogers McCutcheon is from Mullen, South Carolina. She joined the rigorous PA program after completing her baccalaureate and her Bachelor's of Science in Exercise Science at the College of Charleston. She completed the Physician Assistant program with an impressive 4.0 GPA. Congratulations.
Well, we'd like to congratulate each of the award winners. We are proud of you for what you have accomplished, for what you represent, and what the future holds for you. Congratulations. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Francis Marion University, I extend to the entire student body our congratulations for a year of accomplishment, for a year of growth, and for a year in which all of you can be justifiably proud. Thanks to all who have attended this evening. Please note, family and friends are all invited to a reception now at the President's House, and that concludes the evening. Thank you very much.